Hey guys, it's Ben and welcome to Core Cross Fitness. So today I want to bring to you some more exercises you can do with your resistance bands. These are specifically going to target our back, and I've got 7 great exercises for you. We're going to be having a rotational element, there's going to be a lateral move in there, and also some upper and lower back activation. So equipment you're going to need, I've got my resistance band and I've also got my door anchor. You will need to tether your band to the top of the door, and I recommend you getting one of these. They're really easy to find online and they're not very expensive at all. And for a couple of the exercises, I'm going to use my slightly thinner band just to make sure that my form stays on point. We're going to keep the anatomy side of it, or the muscle side of it, really simple on this one. The back's a very complex muscle group, but we'll just give you a basic overview of what we're doing and why we're doing it. And as always, think about your posture and your positioning with all the exercises that you do. So our first exercise we're going to do is a lat pull down. So put your door anchor in the top of the door. So a lat pull down is, well, your lat for a start is this muscle at the side here. It connects, inserts in your upper arm, and it goes all the way down your back, and it basically attaches down your spine and onto your pelvis. It's a very, very long, large, flat muscle. So a lat pull down is the one you see where people doing a wide grip pull up in the gym, or when they do a seated machine and they pull the bar down to their chest. So we're going to mimic that move now. So you connect your band. Again, take the band strength or resistance level that you're comfortable with. If at first it feels a bit light, that's fine. Just get a feel for the move, and then you can build up once you've got your form right and your body position. You can build up to a stronger band. So go down onto your knees, as close to the door as comfortable. And I want you to take your band. What I like to do is I like to wrap it around in my hands like that. It just creates a bit more stability for me. Make sure you've got tension in the band from the start of the move. And when we come down, we're going to be leading with our elbows, and we're going to be pulling out to the side. Make sure your glutes and your core is engaged and your head is back. So we're going to go for 10 of these. So you should be feeling that nice contraction down through your lat. So at the top of the move, almost try and pull your arms out a little bit, and then down, leading with your elbows, just to create that width. I forgot to mention as well, if you've got a fitness mat, use that just to protect your knees, because a few of these exercises we're going to do kneeling. Last one, and nice and slow back up. Excellent. So again, like I said, you should just be feeling that in your lat, in the side. Always think about your core and your glutes to keeping that pelvis nice and neutral. So staying with our lats, we're now going to do a row. So what I want you to do is take your band. Again, I like to wrap it round. So with your foot position, you can have one foot in front and one behind to brace yourself, or you can have both feet flat, a little bend in the knee like this, and pull through like that. I'm going to do that posture on this particular exercise. So what I want you to do here is you can have palms facing down initially, but as you pull through, I want you to supinate. So turn your arms up, and as you pull it in, keep your hands supinated, and then release, and at the end you can rotate back round. The reason we want to stay supinated is when we supinate and pull in and keep it close to our body, we're still activating our lat. So let's go for 10 of these. Find your comfy position. I'm going to do both feet together, little bend. Make sure my pelvis is protected. So we're going to pull in, rotate, keep it nice and close. So reposition there. Okay, again, pull in, supinated. Feel that contraction in your lat. Really squeeze it together. Don't let your head go forward, try and keep that back. Okay, last one. Nice hold at the end. Feel that contraction, nice and slow on the way back. Excellent. So, third exercise. We're now going to do a side bend, but a little bit of a twist on it. So this is a great exercise for targeting our QL muscle. So our QL, quadratus lumborum, is the muscle that connects to our hip, and it comes up and it kind of bands over and fans over to our lower spine. And what it does is it facilitates the movement of basically sideward bending and keeps us stable when they're both activated. So an exercise you've probably seen people in the gym doing, so they take a dumbbell and you just side bend down and back up again. This would activate your QL muscle. What I like to do is palm facing forward, feet shoulder width apart. And what I want you to do is, this is going to create a stretch, and we're going to have a strengthening exercise as well. There's also some lat involvement here. So we're going to use our lat just to bring the upper hand across to create tension in our lat, and then we side bend and back up, and then get that stretch right over and pull back. So we're getting a nice sideward bend, and you should be feeling that in your QL and your lat. So let's go for 10 of these. So nice stable base, pelvis neutral. So we're going to create the tension in the lat, and then we're going to side bend over. Create the stretch and back. So you should be feeling this in your lower spine on the side. We'll give a 10 on the other side. So your QL muscle is another leading cause of lower back pain. So doing this exercise is really beneficial because you're creating the stretch and you're also creating strength in the muscle. So again, shoulder width apart. So we're going to put the tension in, pull down, stretch back. Tension, down. So 2 more. Excellent work. So when you're doing your resistance bands exercises, you might feel like you're going a bit slow. Don't rush it. It's good to have your form right. It's good to slow it down. So don't feel you need to rush through it. Okay, our next exercise is going to be targeting more of our upper back. So we're going to do a row, but this time we're going to, rather than supinating our hands, having them up, we're going to keep them down. I'm going to do a different position this time. So we're going to put 1 foot forward. Let's get this right. So what I want to do here, that's better, is I want you to take your band, a little bit of tension in it. Make sure your pelvis is neutral. We're going to pull through, keeping it in our upper back. So this will be activating through the back of the shoulder. So rear delt, we're going to be having some rotator cuff activation, and right at the end we want our rhomboids to help pull our scapulars in together. So grab your band, nice foot position, pelvis neutral, pull through. You should be feeling that right between your scapulars. Keep your arms up nice and high. Remember to keep your head back. You should be feeling this in the back of your shoulder and between your scapulars. Hold that last one and relax. Great, so let's take that off there. Okay, so now we've got some exercises we're going to do down the ground. Actually, I don't think I'm going to use that band, so I'll leave that on there. Cool. So let's go down into a lat pull down that you can do on the ground. So this is a great full body back exercise. Though it's a lat pull down, you're going to be activating all of the muscles in your back. It's a very subtle movement that it does a lot. But you must remember to protect your neck and your back. So lay yourself down on the ground. When we're going to come up off the ground, I don't want you lifting your neck back. Keep your neck down, and we're just lifting up and keeping the neck in a neutral alignment. If you can, try and keep your arms up off the ground throughout the whole of this exercise, and it will just make it a lot more challenging. So what I want you to do is arms up, we're going to pull down, squeeze in between our scapulars, our lats and our lower back engagement, and then release it back up. Keeping that tension in the band. Keeping your neck neutral. Try and keep that band up off the ground. Last one, and relax. Excellent. So on that particular one, it's really important, like I said, keep your neck safe, keep it in neutral alignment. You should be feeling that right from your neck all the way down your back. It's a great full body, full back exercise, absolutely brilliant. So our next one, what I want you to do, now this exercise you can move your door anchor to the bottom of the door and do a single arm rear fly. I like to do this particular one because this has got a nice rotational element. So put your band down on the ground. I like to just rest my other hand on the band to create that anchor point. So what I want you to do, I'll just show you how it looks first. So what I want you to do is to rotate round and back down. So what we're doing is we're creating rotation. We're also doing a rear fly. So let's go for 10 of these. Make sure you've got a light enough band, you don't injure your back. Right at the end, you should be feeling a contraction between your scapula . one. Now swap sides. Rest this hand down. Take the band. Find your position again. If you need to move about to find where you should be, that's fine. Let's go again, another 10. So last one. Excellent. So on that exercise, when you're coming round, you should be feeling that on your scapula, and that last little contraction at the end, really squeeze your scapula into your spine. So to finish up, okay, this isn't necessarily a specific back exercise, but I really enjoy doing this one, especially after the exercises we've done. So we're going to do a kneeling front raise overhead. And what that does is, as we lift our arms up and go through a full range of motion with our shoulder at the front to the top, it puts tension on our torso. So we have to engage our back and our core muscles to stabilize ourselves. And I find this is a really nice stretch. So if you put your band down on the ground, put your knees on it, roughly shoulder width apart. Remember, that's why I said you really want to have even a towel or something just to protect your knees. Take the band at the same width as your knees. And what I want you to do is we're going to engage our abs and glutes, maintain that neutral alignment of our pelvis. And once we've found it, we keep it there, don't move it. So let's go for 10. So we lift up, keep lifting, engage your abs overhead. Hold it and slowly back down. You'll feel your back working to stabilize yourself as you come down. Keep it there. Neutral spine. Okay, straight back up. Hold it, slowly back down. Again, up. There's an element of shoulders in this. Definitely anterior deltoid, that's not a bad thing. Maintain that pelvis alignment. Let's go again. I can really feel that stretching through my back. Keep your arms nice and straight. So when you do your exercises, you can do power on the way up and slow on the way down. Remember, keep that pelvis locked in, nice and neutral. Go for 2 more. So hold that last one, nice and slow down. There we are. So there we are, guys, 7 exercises to target your back. I hope you enjoyed that. That last exercise in particular, just a reminder, you probably need a less resistant band for that. It's a great exercise for creating instability in your upper body. So you've really got to engage your core and your back to keep that stable. And there's also a lot of shoulder mobilization as well. If you've got any comments or questions, please drop them down below and I'll come back to you as soon as possible. I hope you enjoyed that. Stay hydrated, eat clean, and I'll see you on the next one.